Hey friends, John here from Proverbs 27:9 Fragrances. Today we're going to be doing a first impression on a very famous fragrance and one I've been wanting to look and get into my collection for quite some time now, and that is Hacivat from Nishane. I don't know, y'all tell me how to pronounce it in the comments. If you would, go ahead and like the video and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. That way you're notified every time we upload this sweet smelling fragrance related content. All right, so this fragrance is one that I have been wanting for quite some time now, and have just got around to pulling the trigger on it, and mainly because I had gotten some fragrances in recently that are supposed to be pretty close to it, and I wanted to see for myself. This fragrance is most notably associated with this fragrance. I've heard a lot of comparisons to this fragrance, but again, it is Hacivat from Nishane. All right, so one of the things I like about this is you're going to get a nice niche presentation. Got that sleeve, and it's got nothing on this side, but got Hacivat, the Nishane. I'm going to call it Nishane. I don't know what I'm going to call it. Anyway, it's got the name of the house and their emblem there. Information on the back. This is an extrait de parfum. Again, that is a sleeve. And then we've got a nice bookcase style, drawer style box here. So very nice. There's a card that comes in here. Open that. This is my first fragrance from this house. And so a little postcard, that's very, very unique. It's a postcard. You could actually mail this to someone if you wanted to. Got some art here, and then down at the bottom, it's got a note listing. So we've got top notes of bergamot, pineapple, grapefruit, jasmine, patchouli, and cedarwood in the heart. Base notes of clear wood, oak moss, dry timber wood. So definitely sounds like an Aventus style fragrance. You've got kind of a pillow look to it, but it is like some hard foam or something with some nice fabric over it. So that is the box. Very nice. If you're going to spend a lot of money on a niche fragrance, I think it should have a nice presentation to it. If we're talking about a designer fragrance that's, $100 or less, okay, put it in a cardboard box. But if you're going to be, retailing your fragrances for $200 or more, which this and I think is around $300. Yeah, so I think they are doing a good job on their presentation. I like the bottle. I like a good square, simple bottle. You've got a really nice large metal cap here. Very heavy. Name of the house on the top. Doesn't click into place, not magnetic, but it is very snug and secure. Again, this is an extrait de parfum, and so this is my first time smelling Hacivat. Check out the atomizer. Good. Felt like it might have been pressurized. I can smell it in the air. Very, very nice. Definitely an Aventus style fragrance. And yes, so Nitro Intense and Hawas Black. There is a green herbal nature that comes through that doesn't smell like Aventus. You know, that pineapple, bergamot, citrus blast that you get smells like Aventus. But there's this herbal, dry, woody, green notes that are mixed in with it that takes it in a different direction. And I think it's this right here. So, you know, I'll go back when I'm going to do a comparison review of these two fragrances. And I think I said I know at least in this one, I said that it, to my knowledge, it's supposed to be an Absolute Aventus clone. I think just at first smell, I think it actually smells more like Hacivat. Of course, I don't have Absolute Aventus. I've got a sample of it coming, so I can really do an educated breakdown of that. But very nice. So if you've never smelled this, what you're going to get is you're going to get that same kind of top that you get with Aventus, loads of citrus with kind of a pineapple. I don't know if this has blackcurrant, it's not mentioned, but the top notes do smell like Aventus. But along with that is this really herbaceous green heart that's coming through. And then also there's a little bit of a medicinal quality with it as well. And I really picked up the medicinal notes on Hawas Black. So what I'm going to do is let this dry down for about an hour. I'll come back and give you my final thoughts on my first impression of Hacivat from Nishane.
2 hours later.
All right, friends. It's been actually a couple of hours. And so pretty deep into the dry down. This fragrance is, and I do believe that these two are clones of Hacivat. If they are clones of Absolute Aventus, then Absolute Aventus is a clone of Hacivat, because they smell so much like it, especially in the dry down. One thing I will say is that Hacivat is more subdued than either of these fragrances. These fragrances are both louder, stronger, more beast mode. Hacivat's not so much that. It's smoother, it's more natural smelling, higher quality, but not going to perform near as well as the other two. I can still smell it, but it is sitting a lot closer to the skin at this point than either of these two fragrances. So looking back on the notes, again, top notes was bergamot, pineapple, grapefruit. By the 30 to 45 minute mark, those were subsiding quite a bit, probably quicker than either of the two clones. Jasmine, patchouli, cedarwood. You can smell the jasmine in this. It gives a nice softness to the fragrance. And then the base is clear wood, oak moss, and dry timber wood. And so this, in the deep dry down, this fragrance is very dry, green, mossy, but really smooth. A lot of people complain about the moss in Hacivat. I don't find it off-putting at all. I find it more off-putting in the opening, and I really like the opening. The opening of it smells a lot like Cedrat Boissé, or vice versa. You know, I don't know which one come out first. But it's very herbaceous, very green. And then the dry down, it's much more like a creamy patchouli oak moss, with still hints of that pineapple sweetness lingering. You know, hints of the jasmine. kind of giving some depth to it and some soft floral touches. Very, very nice fragrance. First impression wise, if I was gonna only buy one of these fragrances, it would probably not be this one, because this fragrance is, for this 50 ml size, you've got to pay $110, wherein this one is around 50, this one is 30. So best value is this one. I'm gonna compare all of these in a separate video, but best value, this one. Best performance, definitely this one. Best quality, this one. But I think best overall might go to this. We'll see. I've got to wear them some more and all that, but this is definitely an awesome fragrance. I see why it's being copied and cloned so much. I think it is better than Aventus. And if I had to choose just between one of those two, I would definitely go with Hacivat. So that's my first impression on Nishane Hacivat. And let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. Like, share, subscribe, do all those things. Till we see you down the road, I say God bless. Frag on, Frag fam.